Hey, guess what? We're live.
Hi, what's up? My opinions on Banshees of Inisherin are why is it so fucking sad?
I just, nothing, no person could get me so angry at them that I would cut my fingers off. You know? I would never reach that point with someone where I'm like, I'm going to cause physical harm to myself so that I can't do the things I love because I hate you so much.
It's next level
Leave me
bullshit.
alone. That's next level petty.
Ray, talk us in.
I kind of like that these are now becoming more and more elaborate
Unhinged.
cold calls. Yeah, like cold opens. Sorry. I like it. It's cool. Hi everyone. It makes sense for the Hinge Blasters to be unhinged. That's kind of the brand. Uh, but yes, hello. Welcome to episode 96 of The Mind and the Martyr. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a as little of a Monday as possible. We're going to go ahead and jump into just a few folks that help keep Friends for Roll Dice going on the air, doing stuff. One of those folks is the wonderful folks at Dice Envy, which you would have seen before. We are affiliated with them. There's an affiliate link that should be dropping in the chat in just a moment, or it's already there, not too sure. But you can go ahead, follow the link, grab yourself some wonderful dice. Whether that be whatever material you fancy, whether that be simple colors, whether that be more elaborate designs, or maybe some of your favorite folks in the TTRPG space have their own dice there. So yeah, go ahead and check them out. Use the code. It'll help their business out. It'll help us out, and you'll get yourself some awesome dice. So wins all around. There's also the folks at Grinding Coffee. Grinding Coffee is a black LGBT plus owned coffee company with a massive variety of flavors, blends, and packs that you can go ahead and check out. If you're a little curious, you can pick up a sample pack with a bunch of different flavors involved. So you can try a little bit of everything and see what you like, or you can simply go ahead to Grinding Coffee Co., grab what you like and get it sent straight to you. And if you're anything like me, who constantly plays games at 1, 2, 3 a.m., coffee is kind of what you live off of. So, you know, may as well be nice, may as well be tasty, may as well support an independent business while you're at it as well. Yeah, go ahead and use the link in chat. Helps us out, helps them out, and you'll be getting yourself some wonderful refreshments in the meantime. We are also a Roll20 ambassador stream. Roll20 is an online toolset that allows you to bring pen and paper RPGs online. If you haven't already tried it out, head on to roll20.net. You can sign up for free and jump straight in with a bunch of players and a GM and get playing straight away. Or you can go ahead and check out their pro packages, which gives you a whole bunch of bonus features to level up your game to the next level and create this whole little virtual world that you can go ahead and play in. You can also check out the Roll20 Marketplace, which has a whole bunch of big, well-known TTRPGs and some incredible indie games in there as well that are already pre-converted to Roll20 that you can just plug in and play. So go ahead and check them out at roll20.net. Roll20, this is how we roll. Beautiful stuff. With that, why don't we go ahead and jump into tonight's session proper? Who wants to go ahead and very quickly recap what happened last session? That's right, I'm sprigging it on y'all.
Okay, so now we made it back to Scythia with us. Told us that they talked to their friend, Lady Something Pants, who said that we're looking in the wrong place for the big bad, that likely Aravathun is gonna be trying to wake his lieutenant, who's been put to sleep a long, long time ago by over 1,000 magic users who cast a spell who are also sleeping. So we decided that we were going to try to go there and find out what's going on there. But we had other things to wrap up before we did that. So Jacaranda and Hiroki went with the queen to question Parlor, see what information they had about the Lunaceritas. The Wand went to the library to find out any information about the Devil's Tomb, which is where all the sleepers and what's the lieutenant's name? Something or other. Shadowy dragon being.
Viz. We've been calling them Viz, but it's like
Viz.
Vis Tradishida.
Yes.
Or Vis.
Yeah,
short.
that.
Vis. Yes, I just said Vis was
Vis.
sealed.
And then Mara and Nawi went to Kata to try to get a way to get us transported to the Devil's Tomb as quickly as possible so we can find out what's going on there. Kata is going to meet us in a couple of hours because they had to go get something to be able to get us transportation. We did find out, or Jacaranda and Hiroki found out from Paula that she's second in command? Fourth in command? Somewhere in the chain. Second in command of the Lunaceritas. There aren't very many people who are not with Valerki. Some of the people who aren't with Valerki are already dead. Some of the people who were with Valerki we've already killed. So basically, Parla is our only ally in the Lunaceritas at this moment in time. But the Lunaceritas are following Valerki because Valerki was told by Ravathun that he was going to put the moons back together. And that's where their goddess got her powers from, and she split to make the two moons. And they want her back together again so that they can have more direct connection with her, greater power, blah, blah, blah. And I think that was it, except for Nawi and Mara are now in a jewelry store because Nawi is picking up jewelry.
Indeed.
Also, Hiroki and Mara had horrible hangovers this entire time.
Yes.
And so did Karta. We all know.
And so
it.
did Kata. Yes.
That's what happens when you go on a night out and you haven't drunk in a while. Sometimes it just happens, and it's funny.
For everyone else.
Indeed, yeah, for everyone else, not for you. It's a bad time. Yeah, we'll go ahead and pick up just with that last scene that we left off on, actually, with Mara and Nawi here. You go ahead and step into the same kind of open market area that you found yourself at before, Nawi, and the individual recognizes you, kind of waves you down, and rifles underneath their store before pulling out this very nicely wrapped red paper package. You can see there's some soft lining around it, and it's very clearly wrapped around a box. They hand it straight over to you, smile, give Mara a bit of a look and a wave.
Thank you. Do I have a balance with you? I know we traded a few things, but
It should be more than sufficient. No worries.
oh, okay. Well then, thank you. I don't know if I'll ever see you again. Have a good life.
And to you?
Now he turns to sleep.
What you get? What's in the box?
What box? She says, putting it like into her bra.
Listen, lady. Is it a present for your mom? For your dad?
No.
Or your sweetie?
What is a sweetie?
Or Dewan?
Oh, sweetie is another word for partner. Okay, that's good to know. Sweetie, partner, kitten. Okay, now I have
Honey.
3 names. Honey.
Honey's a good one. Honey's a good one.
Is it any food? Like meat?
Not that I'm aware of, but I didn't grow up the same place Dewan did, so maybe.
I will ask later. Yes, it is for my yes. Why do you ask?
Ooh. Are you gonna make her a princess?
If she wants to be a princess, I do not know. Do you think I am a princess?
Are you not a princess? Isn't your mom a queen?
Oh, no, she just acts like that.
Oh, I thought she was a queen. Okay.
No, she just acts like she's in charge. I mean, she's sort of in charge, but it's because she acts like she's in charge. Technically, no one's supposed to be in charge. She did not like that. She likes when there's a structure to follow, so people kind of just. But I guess she's close. So technically,
That would make you a princess.
hmm.
And if you were going to have nuptials with Dewan, would make her a princess as well.
Now he does math for a bit in her head to try and figure out what nuptials means. she does math for a moment to figure out what her answer should be if it's who told you or who told you. uh well, yes, I thought they were going to ask me for like a lot of money, but then they didn't ask me for a lot of money. And then I was like, I will have to tell Mara because I don't have any money, but Mara would help me out. And then they didn't ask for money, so now I'm like, oh shit.
That's okay. I can keep a secret.
Yeah, okay, good. That's good.
And congratulations. I know she'll say yes.
I don't know what I am doing.
Oh. Well, this is how my husband did it, and she'd go into a story as we're walking back about how her husband proposed to her.
Cute. Very cute. Dewan, was there anything else other than the library that you wanted to cover here?
No, I think I just wanted to go to the library. Library? Library.
Library.
Library. Library.
Library. Library. Okay. Cool. So you spent some time in there. That's good to know. In that case, may as well flick over to the other unresolved conversation happening here. As the third part of the three-way split here, Hiroki, we pick up as Paula mentions, there's something I wanted to go ahead and ask you, if that's all right. And they turn and look not towards you or towards Elowen, but towards Torn, off to the side. And Elowen looks a little puzzled, looks towards you, Hiroki. Any idea what's going on here?
Not a clue.
Okay, good. We're in the same boat. Go on. Paula nods, turns towards Torn. I suppose my question to you would be, why you've been so reserved in this situation? You've just kind of been standing here, watching everything happening. And, well, it would make sense if your opinion was, well, and her speech is cut off as Torn turns from where he was and takes a step forward and just looks towards her. I don't speak because I know my place. Her Majesty is here asking you questions to help protect her realm. These people, these allies that I've picked up, thankfully, in my journey, are on a far more important mission than I was. They also had questions. I have nothing else that I need to know. Paula sits back a little in her seat. For the first time, Hiroki, you see a visible break in her calm confidence. And there's a mixture of sadness and just being caught on the back foot, which Paula hasn't really shown so far, but you pick up with your insight. Well, I suppose that's as good of an answer as any. Well, I do hope that your opinions are still valued by the people. Again, her speech is cut off, as Torn just interjects with, they are, when they are required, and when they are asked for. My expertise and my experience is very specific. That's all there is to it. There's a few moments of awkward silence that ripple through the room. Paula nods once softly, returns back her gaze towards Her Majesty and yourself, Hiroki. Is there any other information that you require from me? It has been an interesting day. Elowen pauses, looks towards you, Hiroki. If there is anything you would like to ask, now I suppose is the time.
All the questions on our list.
Very well. We will continue to hold her for now under a strict armed guard. And we will be checking for any interference, physical or magical. And I want you to be very aware of that. Paula nods once. It is as you say. She bows slightly. Elowen flicks a hand. One of the guards who was standing outside as the door kind of magically opens up. One of the guards comes in, gently takes Paula by the elbow, lifts her up, bows towards all of you, and steps out with Paula. And they are escorted away. The room is now just yourself, Jack, Elowen. Elowen flicks her wrist and the door closes. You hear a big, oh boy. Well, I can't say that trying to fuse moons together was exactly on my card, but here we are, I suppose. Shit. She leans back in her chair and picks up the first glass of something not soft that she can reach. Just takes a long drink. before placing it down, rubbing her temples. All right, well, that's certainly some information. I'm not entirely sure where to go from here myself. As much as I would like to travel around and get to the bottom of this myself, I unfortunately do have a realm to run and to keep safe. It sounds like you and your group have some plans, then. Looks towards you, Hiroki.
We're gonna head out as soon as we reconvene.
I'm going to need some time to have some contacts that I have. See whether any of what she said is actually true. As honest and as open as she's been, we know how tricksy some of these individuals can be. I want to be able to verify as much of that information as I can before I go ahead and make my next move. I will give whatever information I can gather and confirm to you as well.
Appreciate it, Your Majesty.
Things are very much coming together, but they are coming together in a manner that is concerning, to say the least. I fear things may spiral and escalate incredibly quickly if we're not careful.
I feel it may do that even if we are.
Rightly so. It is difficult to communicate where you are going, but if you do need assistance of any kind, say the word.
Yes, what word would that be?
Well, wherever you're heading next.
Oh, we don't have a code word for this.
No. She
Jack Ryan is probably going, well, we probably should have a code word because there are lots of words we can say.
Yeah, and that who knows who might be listening. I mean, I understand that here in these chambers, you have your trusted people, and I'm sure you've had this area swept for spies and such, but like when we're traveling, again, who knows who might be listening to us on our end.
One of the reasons why I kept Torn in the room. They are very good at spotting inconsistencies. And also very good at dealing with a multitude of issues, magical and otherwise. But yes,
Will
for
Ton
this...
be accompanying us? Or will they be stationed back elsewhere?
I hadn't really thought about it, to be honest. I mean, it would mostly be up to your group. I wouldn't want you with any other additional individuals that you are not happy with being with you. But if you all agreed that an extra hand would be helpful, then I have no concern relinquishing them to your company for a while.
Group chat? I don't know what the range is, but...
The entire material plane, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
As long as you're on the same plane.
Yeah, the rings are good.
The rings are good, yes.
Hey, Queen's offering to let us bring Ton. Should we?
I feel bad every time we decide to bring on. We just stuff him in a shield and forget about him.
Be fair, magic was not working.
I will be honest, I forgot who Ton was.
The bird human fellow with the shield.
Oh!
But I'm wondering if we should bring Logan. Because his abilities aren't magical in nature.
I can ask.
If you would.
Your Majesty, can we bring Logan? Assuming they'd like to come.
Not the name I was expecting, but perhaps the one I should have been. Certainly. Logan is purely an advisor at this point, and I'll have no need of them for the, well, short-term future for now. So, certainly.
Can we send a message to tell them to get ready to meet us? Or I guess I could go after we finish this meeting, but I think the
That's
plan
alright.
was after everyone finished their errands, we'd be heading out.
Simply, one of your number has already had magical contact with Logan. Simply shoot them a message, and when you're ready, they will be ready. I'll make sure of it.
Thank you. Back to the group chat. Hey, can someone message Logan to let them know that they're coming with us?
I think it was Naui, right?
Oh, that's me. Yeah, one moment. Hang up group chat. Hang up with Dewan. Logan.
You're not the queen.
No, you are coming with us.
Is this another kidnapping? Is this how this works?
Another? I don't. If we kidnapped you before, I forgot. But I forgot about the shield men too, so I apologize. You are coming with us. We are going to the devil's tomb, demon's tomb. I don't know which word you like. You should get ready now. Goodbye. Pick back up with Dewan. I am sorry, kitten. I am back.
How did he take the news?
He was going to get ready. I don't know. I hung up.
Of course you did. Yeah, as long as he's on his way, I have no qualms.
Okay.
Where are you and Mara right now? I'm leaving the library.
What? There's a lot of mental static.
What do you mean? Mental
Just
static?
stops answering. You can tell it's still open. She just doesn't say anything. Mara, I think you see now you look like someone who is nervous.
So, when are you planning on?
Not yet. There's like a whole thing back home. I either have to go get the stuff, or someone has to bring me the stuff, or we go there. We go there is probably not an option. We have to go like you fight this evil dragon man. Probably
Well, it's not an option unless Nevin thinks we need to go there, right? Or
yes.
however that works. So
yes. So my father said they will get the stuff ready, so it'll be ready.
Well,
when
you
I
need
am
to stop
ready.
being so nervous, or she's gonna know something's.
Yeah, she's asking me right now where we are, and I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
We're on our way back to the castle.
We are on our
what
way
you
back
say?
to the castle. I say inside my head, very loud and rapidly.
I was gonna say, I feel like you say that at the same time that I send in the group message specifically to Mara. Okay, where are you and Naui? I tried to ask her and she's not responding.
We're on our way back. We're waiting for Kata. He's getting us transportation, but he said it's going to be a few hours. So we're kind of anxious because, time's a wasting. So. And I was telling Naui about this new spell that I learned. But I don't have it's teleportation circle, but I don't know of a teleportation circle that's near the Devil's Tomb. So I might have to go to the library to see if there's one as a backup for if Kata can't get us transportation.
Hey, I just did a shit ton of reading about the Devil's Tomb. Do I know if there is a teleportation? I'm ready to roll some dice.
Unless you don't need to. Unless you are using an incredibly high level spell, magic does not work at the tomb.
Right. But there's got to be like land mass like close to the tomb, right? Because the tomb's on an island, right?
Yeah,
or am I
the
mistaken?
entire island itself is
the tomb.
in the middle. Yeah, is in the middle of an ocean that is between two different continents. So it is like completely away from itself.
He told us we needed to take a boat. We needed to go someplace and then take a boat.
Mm-hmm.
So, is there a teleportation circle on either one of those masses that are on the way?
Right, I get what you're saying now. Yes. Short answer, no.
No. Okay. So we're gonna have to take a boat basically the whole way. Got it.
Unfortunately, yes.
So Dolan tells me that, and I'm like, darn.
Well,
at least we'll be able to get back quickly after we leave the island, if necessary. I mean, it'll be necessary because we need to get whatever happens there. I
wouldn't like to stay at the Devil's Tomb for too long,
Right. But it's going to be boat travel, whether it's airship or water ship.
It's going to be boat travel, and then
yes,
there's just a mental image of Naui in a swimsuit,
I'm screaming.
Flits through the group.
Not you accidentally sending the loot into the group chat. Boat travel. Shit, don't no one look at that.
I didn't mean to hit send. Fuck.
You suddenly just see a little edit tag and then the picture's spoiled.
I can't wait for more boat travel. Why didn't I think
So
of
did
that?
you find out if the no magic working is similar to where we were at in the Deadlands no magic working? Or is it more like inside where nothing worked?
It seemed to me, based on the reading, that it was a bit like the ground, the area is cursed, but I don't know if it's the same situation. Would there be any descriptors of
what you had found out from last time? So the area that you had been in Zenri, it was difficult to cast, but you still could
do it. Yeah.
The land was damaged and the connection was damaged, but it was still there. You just had to push through and really grab it. The tomb is dead to most magic. The only magic that can get through is stuff that bends and or breaks the rules of existence, basically.
So just
very high level
minor spells. So I would relay that to Mara. No Man's Land felt like we were numb, but it's still, if your hand is numb, you still know your hand is there. I don't think that the Devil's Tomb is anything like that.
Okay, so Mara sends a message to Dewan directly. So the cone is supposed to be able to suck in all energies. But the bad part about that is if it gets fully powered up, it does what? Because I'm thinking we take the cone, we suck Viz into it.
Are you talking about the cone that we sent with the bird that crashed through the
Yes.
window?
Yes.
That cone?
Yes. I mean, because he can't be killed, right? But if he's just energy, we could suck him into the cone.
We could, but we don't even know how to work the cone. Also, Logan's brother is. What if we do something that releases the other thing? That's it. We could try to bring the cone. I don't know how I feel about bringing some energy sucking cone into a dead land with the spirit of an evil dragon lingering about.
There was nothing in the library about the cone, correct? We have looked.
We have looked.
Nothing about
I have
that.
scoured. I feel like even in our off time, like as we were building Sanctuary, Dawn was looking nothing.
It is a relic from another plane of existence that just so happened to be sat here for ages. That's basically your understanding of it.
And Nawi didn't get more information than that when they entered Logan's mind.
No, because Logan, they would have seen the scene that played out was the scene beforehand of Logan sneaking into the artifact after other individuals had basically prepared the artifact to be sent to your plane. That's
And
the
what did
only
they?
information.
He didn't know what their plan was for the cone.
No, he just knew that it was whatever it was going to cause a problem. And the two factions, so Aravathoon's faction and the rest of them, are very much opposed, and they didn't want to cause another war, basically. So Logan snuck in to attempt to stop that.
Yeah, it was they were traitors, is how Logan phrased it in the memory, and then when we interrogated after, like, Logan was sent in to assassinate their sibling?
Yeah.
Was like the other person in there?
The other.
Yeah. Exactly.
And we had left the other worm in there.
Yes.
Because Logan went in on top. This is how I understood it.
Exactly.
Well, I think we need to keep that as maybe an idea. Especially if we get there and find out Viz is awake.
Yeah, because
and free.
Be back at the castle.
Yeah. Sure, we're back at the castle.
I feel like I would have met up with you or met with you at like the gates of the castle. We could have continued the conversation as well.
Yeah.
I would want to ask Hiroki then what got learned from the queen.
So, you know, we have 2 moons.
Yes.
Apparently, part of the Lunaspiritus thing is part of the reason that they were following. Who was it?
Valerki.
Valerki?
Valerki. Yeah, it was that. What was they've been tricked into believing that they can fuse the moons back together, which, as far as I know, is not going to be a good thing. If we're used to having 2 moons and they suddenly get fused back together into one, this, generally speaking, is not going to be a good thing.
There'd be lots of rocks. Also,
the oceans would be.
Wildlife would not be happy.
Exactly, and that's just in terms of like things that it will do to like nature. But I also feel like that's going to have a lot of magic effects as well.
Probably. It would affect lots
So,
of druids for sure. Oh,
so
okay.
that's one of the main things. There's only 16 total in the group, and there were 4 vacant seats before we showed up.
Oh,
But we basically don't really have any other allies within the Lunaceretus other than, well, Parla, who's kind of here.
well, 16 is not a lot of people, and it sounds like no one is really joining, so maybe that will work itself out.
Yeah, I don't think they're big on recruiting right now, so that's a good thing.
Well, maybe the Magic Carnum should take care of their own and take these women to task.
That is fair. We could send like
that makes sense.
diplomatic letter. We are not diplomats.
No, but the Queen could.
We will.
Also, did you know the Queen is a dragon?
Oh,
Yes.
right. You are.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. I guess this is news to you. But yeah, the Queen's a dragon.
To be fair, it was news to these two. I knew, so it's like it's not everybody knows. So shh.
That's
Okay.
called a secret.
Wait, she told you? Did she tell Paula? Wait. Did I leave my body during that? Wait.
So now the whole group and Paula knows that the Queen is a dragon.
I mean, that is convenient.
It's not very well kept secret, is it?
You didn't know for
I don't think it's a super public secret.
I think like normal people don't know.
Yeah, like most of the people living here don't know.
We are pretty important people at this point. Statistically speaking, our tier is heroes of the realm, so
This is fair.
Do we need to pick up bandages? Magic's
Generally
not
a good
work.
idea.
ooh, and well, Dewan probably has a lot of salves in her bag, maybe.
I do. I do.
Non-magical salves.
Well, I mean, I've got. This is, I guess, this would be a question. Wait, let me see it. Hang on. Where is it? Where are you?
Because I don't want you just rubbing Vaseline on us and being like, "This is gonna heal your boo-boo."
I mean, so I have restorative ointment, and it doesn't say anything about it being magical. And I've used 2 of the charges. But I think we talked about.
It is a wondrous item, but
Yeah.
it is not a magical item.
Okay, so should we pick up more of that stuff somewhere? We have to wait for Kata anyway to get back with our transportation.
That seems easy enough. I
Well,
was gonna say like y'all could do that. I can while we like say we're waiting. Now we can forge for like natural bandages and stuff, like leaves and such that are good for wounds.
I'm sure the Queen has a medic. We could just go ask for some stuff.
I mean,
you okay?
I guess I also I have the things that we took from the basement that could help make like potions of healing. I could do that. I could roll
potions
some
of healing, non-magical.
Yeah, I think those are magic.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not just feel good juice.
Well, what about Rejuve Smoothie? Is Rejuve Smoothie magical?
I would say yes, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's like pure magic juice.
Worked.
Point being, I could make some fucking aloe salve bandages if need be. I do have an alchemist supplies kit and a healer's kit and an herbalism kit. I'm sure I can put together some non-magical like poultices and salves. Or I don't
So
have a
is
cat named Poultice.
the tomb, so information that you found out, like what's the terrain like? Like is it like completely dead lands? Like there's no vegetation growing? Is the tomb in a cave?
Uh,
Is it underwater? What's going on?
It's totally dead. There's no plant life. There's no insect life. The earth itself has been stained crimson red. So it's cursed. It's dead. There's no sign of life. No life can grow there. No magic can be used there. It's a void for all intents and purposes.
Now he has the biggest smile, and she says, "While we wait, I will go hunt for. We will need food. I will be." And she starts walking away.
So we'll be getting food rations. I'll make some bandages. I'm sure I can go over to the Queen's infirmary, doctor, healer, and use their supplies. If how long are we waiting for Kata?
A couple of hours. I'm going to leave my magic swords in our guest room. And just take my normal scimitars.
Someone should ask Hiroki if he has a weapon as being a full spellcaster. Now we left, though.
Yes, we will have conversations. Jack, this is probably going to be very uncomfortable for you.
Oh no, I didn't even think of Jack. Oh my god.
The sunstones that she has, are they magical or not magical? Just shine sunlight. Because maybe that'll be helpful for her if they're not magical. Detect magic is not one of my spell.
I was gonna say, yeah, you didn't check. That's not information that the group currently has.
Did we never check? I thought we checked.
Nope. Checked what it was, like using the ability to study. You never checked whether they were magical or not.
I can detect magic. I will detect magic.
I have a question.
You can virtually cast it, I think.
You have a question?
For Ray, after you're done. Excuse me.
Give me 1 second. Where is it? There it is. It's purple smatic. Okay. Yeah, I guess I will cast detect magic on the stones. Actually, I'm gonna detect magic on like the party. All of us.
Like you can leave this behind, this behind.
Yeah, basically.
We'll take the rings because we'll be on a boat until we get to the island.
I'm just gonna do like a party-wide detect magic, see what pings, just so that we are all aware of what we can and should leave behind if need be. Buckle up. So, I think bag of holding pings, right?
Mm-hmm. So, anything that is currently enchanted that stays enchanted will still work in the tomb, because it's basically running off of its own power source. This isn't like it sucks all of the magic out of everything situation. It's also not it's not like an anti-magic field where it switches everything off. This is just, if you're stepping in with something that is magical, it will still work, but you cannot create using magic. So you can't cast spells. You can't, because there's nothing in that area to cling on to.
Okay.
Okay.
All of your magic, there's no connection to the constants. So the arcane side, the primordial side, like there's no connection between the two.
So
Just to clarify, because there's been a few different conversations. So things like
potions
health
will work.
potions.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're good.
you
We're
will be
golden.
able to.
Okay.
You would be able to take the ones that you have with you. You would not be able to create any more while you are there.
Okay.
So
Can I
grabbing
talk
some
to the queen
non-magical
then?
stuff would still be helpful.
Yes, I need to talk to the queen. But now we had some.
I was gonna just say, in the time between while everyone's doing all this stuff and whenever Kata gets back with our pimped my ride, I will be hunting, and I will request to roll a die for it. So you let me know when that is and how long I have.
Mm-hmm. You can roll me a survival check right now if you'd like.
$28.
Excellent. Cool. That is indeed a.
Because typically my thing is, I think it's like an hour I can gather fresh food and water for up to 10 people.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping with multiple hours I can get enough provisions for us for a few days is my goal.
Easily. In fact, you can probably, considering I assume Lupa is also helping you.
Yeah.
You can probably get about a week and a half, maybe even 2.
Sick. That's what I will be doing. If anyone needs Naui, she is somewhere in the woods doing that.
Will take a good few hours of your time, but yeah, without issue.
I'm gonna go ahead and do the thing that I said, where I'm going to visit the infirmary, maybe to, because I still have like ingredient stuff. If this was Blades in the Dark, I would like to start a long-term clock on making some potions while we're on a boat.
Yes. You will have plenty of time to
Excellent.
make some extra provisions, both magical and non-magical during that.
Excellent.
All right. Any other business we would like to conclude before we kind of move into this prep phase as the next few hours will pass?
Want to ask the queen if she has a sending stone, a set of sending stones, so that we could communicate.
As you connect, there's a few moments of pause as she. Sorry, was having a conversation with someone else. Can I help you at all?
Yeah, so we're headed to the Devil's Tomb because we got information that, none of the attacks have supposedly happened there. And since Viz is Aravathun's lieutenant, you would think that there would be something happening there. So we're going to go check it out. However, since it is a completely magical dead zone, I was wondering if you have any sending stones in case we need to communicate with you and say, bring your dragon queeniness over here.
I see. Well, I've been mentally hounded by Carter for the past few minutes, so I will send a few stones, whatever I can spare, along with him when he returns to you.
Okay, that would be good. We should only need one. I don't imagine that will be separated, but if you want to send a backup, that's okay.
I will see what I can do. I'll see what's not currently in use. Hiroki, is there any preparatory things you'd like to take on as the next few hours pass?
He'll get himself a crossbow.
Okay. Excellent. Light, medium, heavy?
Probably light. Strength is not Hiroki's thing.
Valid. Okay, yeah, you can definitely go ahead and add that to your character sheet. Nice and simple. Are you wanting something special? That's the question. Are you wanting something basic? Or are you wanting something a little more souped up?
I think for one basic crossbow.
Okay. The only reason I'm asking is basic equipment at this point, you have a good enough standing with Elowin and Scythia that you can just go ahead and pick that up, no problem. If you wanted to get something enchanted from, say, Kada, for example, that would actually cost some gold. But like grabbing a crossbow and a set of bolts, no issue. So you can go ahead and add a light crossbow and a bag of bolts onto your character sheet. All right. With all that being said, then, as long as everyone is happy, the next few hours will go ahead and pass. Preparations individually can be made: hunting, sorting out equipment, sorting out materials, sorting out supplies, getting ready for this trip. And eventually, Mara, you hear a knock, knock, knock on your mental door.
Hello.
All right, that definitely got me a bollocking, but that's fine. No worries, no problem at all. Your boat will be ready and prepared for you. It'll, yeah, it should probably be ready by the time that you go ahead and get to Vassalon. Or, if you'd rather have a few hours to rest and take a look around the port city, I can go ahead and get you there if you do so wish.
Yeah, the quicker we can be on our way, the better.
Wonderful. Well, in that case, just gather to the store whenever you're ready, and I'll get you there as quick as I can.
Has Logan joined us yet?
Logan has not joined you quite yet, but they did say that Quinn Elwyn did say that they would send them along with Kada.
Oh, okay. Then I would tell everyone, we're gonna meet Kata at his store, and he's gonna get us to Vassalon, and then we're gonna take a ship from there to the Devil's Tomb. Is everyone ready?
I can be. Should I clean up first?
Are you covered in blood?
Yeah, I am very sweaty and covered in blood.
Maybe go dunk in the river or something. Just
okay. I will be there soon then.
We don't want dried blood sticking to you for too long. That's
okay.
Not sanitary.
Everything is clean and stored to eat though, but I will get clean and then I will be there.
I feel like Naui needs like a pocket smoker or something. We all have pocket something or other. It's like Jack Randa has a pocket greenhouse. I feel like Naui needs a pocket like
I'm screaming.
smokehouse.
Welcome to Nawi's barbecue.
You know she wouldn't use it. She would still like build a smokehouse. And you'd be like,
know.
no, you have the pocket smokehouse. She's like, yeah, I put the pocket one in the smokehouse.
In
We're
the
like,
smokehouse.
Listen.
no.
It's my wedding gift, all right? I'm already planning it now. It's my wedding gift to ourselves.
Now you don't have to build a smokehouse. No, I like building a smokehouse. I know.
I know.
But
if we weren't somewhere where you could build a smokehouse, this would be convenient, right? It's like an air fryer. It's convenient, right? Can I just call it an air fryer?
I'm gonna just start telling people that. You ever think about how an air fryer is a pocket smokehouse? No, it's not. Yeah, it is if you don't think about it. Anyway, I get cleaned up and go to the shop. That was purely let's see if people are now bloody and sweaty or not.
I just had the image of like before the dunk in the river comment. I just had the image of like the central square of the market district of Scythia. There's the fountain, and then standing in the fountain is just Nawi like getting clean using the water. Everyone just passing, like giving you
that's a scene. If I didn't roll to see if she asked, and she just shows up. And everyone's like, please clean off. She's like, oh, okay. And she goes, what do you mean I'm not supposed to be in this? What's it for then? What's it? There's just a pool of water here for no reason?
It's to look pretty, and now it's stained red. Children play in this. Dogs drink from it.
Some older guy spots the fountain running around. The end times. The end times.
I get to the shop now.
Yeah.
I show up in a very normal way. I mean, I'm probably not dry yet, but I show up.
You reconvene, prepared, or equipped to continue your preparations along the journey. You see a conversation taking place between Logan and Carter inside the store, as Carter is kind of packing a few things and very clearly has this large, intricate project which is laid out across like 3 different tables that he keeps ducking and switching between. You step by, the door is kind of wedged open. You step by just as you hear. All right, well, on top of everything that we were just discussing, is there anything else on you that you need to make sure that you've, and Logan like cups his hand and begins massaging his temples, just for the last time, I don't have any squiggly goodies that you can turn into merchandise. That's not how this works. Oh, don't worry about it. We just, we can maybe, I don't know if any of the enemies come by. We can go ahead and you can help me with that. It's not. You're right.
Now he
quickly beckons you forward.
Now he loudly starts cracking her knuckles. Is Carter bothering you, Logan?
He's just being a bit weird. That's all. But no worries. No. Absolutely nothing to worry about. I am just, I'm planning on expanding a bit, that's all. Anyway, moving swiftly on. You wanted to go to Vassalon, correct?
If that's where we're going to meet the boat that's going to take us to Devil's Tomb, yes.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Well then, let's get to it. Rubs his hands together, pulls out a small scroll. We're going to have to go just a little bit further down the street. I've actually been meaning to try out this scroll here to see exactly how it works, but if it doesn't work, I can just teleport us the boring way. Smiles, begins packing up a few things, moving out, and kind of drags Logan along with him, locks the door, steps away. Just, there's a little spell that I picked up from a druid not too long ago, and, well, I've been dying to go ahead and try it out.
You have the sending stones that the queen requested.
Sending stone, Ah, yes. Reaches into a little pocket to the side, pulls out two white, almost diamond-looking stones. Very small, very compact. There's a piece of silver string on each one. He hands them both out to you, Mara. Just the two, I'm afraid. That's all they could spare, but I'm hoping that's more than sufficient.
Mara gives the second one to Hiroki.
Oh, doesn't the queen need one?
No, the queen has one. These are to communicate with the queen still.
Okay, just making sure.
Yes, don't worry. There's a whole little system of them here. We use it to keep track of the other folks that are out in the field gathering information, so don't worry about it. You're not just going to accidentally call someone else. Wonderful. Carter steps up to this small kind of wooded area that divides a few of these zones in Scythia, steps forwards and unravels the scroll. This should probably work fine. Well, and begins.
I don't like should probably work fine when it comes to teleporting. Is it going to work or not?
Holds his fingers forward and creates this kind of triangle ahead, and there's this small greenish orb of energy that sits in the middle as he pushes forwards and creates this small little kind of like drawing in the air. You see one of the trees ahead carve and split in the same shape that he's drawing as a large green opening coalesces and forms. You just, worked perfectly. Quick now. You won't have too long. Oh, and Logan, make sure that you're going with them, right? Wonderful. Off you trot.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just like, quick. How quick do we need to quick?
Now, quick.
Miranda, is it safe?
No, I'm just
No, it's fine. This is how I got back to all of you.
That one's walking through. She doesn't want to get splinched.
Okay.
As I'm walking through, now I turn to Lupa and looks at her. I didn't tell you because you would not like it, but you are staying here, and I take my stuff off of Lupa. And I run through the tree.
Oh, she's pissed.
Yeah, because Shikari just walked through ahead of me. Lupa is definitely pissed.
Lupa looks like she's about to try and interject before you go ahead and run through, and she eventually just kind of growls under her breath and sits there and plops herself down at the tree.
At some point off camera, I let Elowen know that Lupa was staying at the castle and take care of her, but Naoi's concern will be made apparent because I'm sure someone will ask her where Lupa is right now as I step to the tree without Lupa.
I think it makes sense that Dawn would ask because I walked through first and you walked through last. Did you leave Lupa behind?
Yes.
Is it because she's magical in a sense if something happened to her?
Yeah, I am not sure what would happen if she fell in battle while we were there. Usually, I can always get her up, so I don't really worry, but I don't know what would happen, and I don't want to test it.
No, I wouldn't want to risk it. I think it was a smart decision. Hard, and it's going to take your hand. But
I have
smart.
not been apart from her. I don't think not since I was little. So I just hope she'll be okay. She's going to be very mad, but better mad than dead. I don't know what's going to happen.
Better mad than gone forever.
Where is that boat? I say out loud.
We didn't
What is this
ask.
other side of this tree?
We look around.
Kana sent us through this tree when none of us were like, what's our boat look like?
Like,
Or what's our
what's the
boat's
name of the boat? Right?
Do we have to
Logan
drive the boat?
is the
Is it?
last to kind of stumble through as the portal closes. You find yourself in familiar surroundings. You've been, or most of you, I should say, at the very least, have been to Vassalon before. The primary and kind of only port town in Ansaya. This is how you made the original trip by boat to deal with the incursion that was happening. So you've been here briefly, very briefly. Logan kind of dusts himself off, just I am not a fan of teleportation magics at all. In fact, right. Seen a picture. Carter showed me a drawing, so we're going forwards, I guess, and rubs his temple a bit and stumbles and staggers a little as he begins to make his way down towards the docks.
Logan, do you need some of my hangover tea?
Hangover, anti-sickness. It would be very much appreciated, whatever it. I feel like I'm already on the ocean, and it's not nice.
Yeah, Dawn's going to pull out. I'm sure she just has like a little thermos of hot water with her. Cause she's my mother, and she only drinks hot water because it's best for your digestive system. And she'll start making some ginger tea to soothe the stomach as we're walking. Because that's the case. It can work as a table. It's an on the go. It's an on the go thing.
Logan will nod in very much legitimate appreciation. Eagerly await.
Mara's standing there growling at Shikari.
Shikari looks confused, growls back.
No, basically saying, well, I didn't think to leave you behind. You're coming because you're my best friend, and I'll make sure nothing happens to you. But if you want to, you can stay on the boat after we get there.
As Logan continues moving, as he's waiting for the tea, he'll yeah, so the ship is it's a bit of a smaller vessel, but it's pretty fast, as far as I've been told. Should be looking out for blue and silver decorations. Harder.
Mara's thinking, did I buy a ship? Because those are Mara's colors. Blue and
Honey, we
silver.
bought a ship.
Did I buy a ship?
Listen, I wouldn't put it past Mara at this point. She did try to buy a ship. What are we talking about?
She did try to buy a ship.
She did try to buy a ship.
Honey, we bought a ship. Help, I accidentally bought a ship.
They take a moment to catch their breath before continuing as they blue, silver, fancy filigree. Carter called it I think he called it the regalia, but that just seems like way too over the top of a name for way too over the top of a person. So That's the one we're looking for. Should be one of the smaller boats docked up. And that's all I've been told. And it apparently does not have a crew, so that'll be our job.
Oh, what? Okay.
Okay, well,
Logan, do you know how to crew a ship?
I know how to fly a ship. I'm assuming water's just the same, but a bit bumpier, right?
Okay, we will need someone to drive the ship. I just say that.
I mean, don't ships typically come with captains?
If there's no crew, then no.
I can try to pilot the ship. It has been a long while.
Well, I can look for the ship. I have some things we can trade for crew members. I know Mara has money, but if they want things, I can
But
look
it's
for the ship.
small. We may not be able to fit anyone else on the ship. So
Why don't
let's go
we
find the ship first.
Find the
Yeah.
ship, and we can figure out if we need.
Yeah, it could be something where we just push a button and it'll get us to our destination.
I use my Kalishtar eyes to look for the ship.
Once you get to the point where you can see the actual docks, it's not too difficult to find at all. In comparison to these large trade ships that are very frequent in this area, off to the side, kind of nestled between two of the larger ships, is this small, very modern, very sleek, beautifully made, indeed, blue and silver filigreed ship, which sits in the center. The sails are white, but also mixed with this like silver paint around the outside. It's very regal, very expensive looking. And it is sitting there currently moored. You do see, as the slightly better spotter of the group, Nawi, there is one individual who is currently looking over the ship, like doing general maintenance, checking ropes, checking the deck itself and walking across it. But that is it.
There is a person, don't worry.
As long as there's one.
The person.
I just mean wanted to get on the ship and like figure it and like guess we can ask the person what's up.
We head to the ship.
Jack Miranda asked the person, "What's up?" Hello there. What's up? Other than the sky, I'm very confused right now. This is the question people usually ask.
We miss you, Jack.
Yeah.
We miss you so much.
It's like you're here with us.
Yeah. Taking no detours, you very swiftly make your way up to the ship here. It is indeed just this one individual who seems to be working the ship. Feminine individual, very tall, very muscular. The hair is kind of like pulled back, tied up very messily. Very short clothes, like sleeveless tank top that is very clearly seen it's very clearly seen better days. They're very clearly just thrown on something that's already tattered while they work, kind of thing. You see sitting on their side, on their hip, is a small hand crossbow. It just sits towards the side. And they're halfway up the rigging, securing some ropes when you come over. And she looks down towards you. Darker tanned skin, very kind of bright, like almost gold blonde hair, and the trait seems to continue to their eyes as well, as instead of the usual look, their irises are pure gold. Look towards you. They nod, and very deftly from halfway up the rigging, push off, let go, and flip with a moonsault onto the deck itself. Quickly taking a chance to readjust themselves, rolling their shoulders. Having landed now, they stand at about 6'2", 6'3". They cross their arms.
Now Indoan said, I could do that.
Maybe you can show me later.
Kata sent us, said we could use this boat.
They said you were a ragtag group, but I didn't quite expect this ragtag. You're the ones taking the boat, then?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you... I mean this as
Is there a
nicely
manual?
as possible. Do you come with the boat?
I said oh, you mean we need someone to use the boat, yes.
Never quite seen a group quite look so deer in torchlight as this, but I'd be lying if I said it wasn't at least a little bit amusing. What do you need?
We do not use boats. We don't know how to use boats. Well, I don't. I don't know if anyone else secretly does. I know how boats work.
Ride one.
I can tie ropes.
So you need a driver. You need a captain.
Are you the captain?
I'm not the captain. I am simply the individual who is in charge of taking care of it and making sure that it doesn't rot and rust into oblivion.
About making sure it doesn't get crashed on rocks because we have no idea what we're doing.
Oh, my sweet summer children. All right.
Do you need like a sail person? Do we need to get someone who like ties the rope? I can tie ropes, but...
Hello, my name is Hiroki. What's your name?
You're so rude.
At least someone here has a little bit of manners. Hello, Hiroki. And they step forward. They put their hand out. Shake yours. Very firm, very solid handshake. So they pull back. Not sure if I trust you enough to give you my actual name yet, so...
Caretaker?
I was about to say, most of the people just look at the hair and usually call me Goldie, so that'll work just fine for now.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Goldie.
Likewise. So we have people that can tie ropes? Yes?
Yes, I am very good at tying ropes.
Good. Do you have a navigator?
I cannot get lost if I've been somewhere.
Less helpful, unless you've been there before.
I don't think so, but maybe one of my souls has. I can ask.
Is there a map of where we need to go? Of how to get there?
You said you're heading to the tomb?
Mm-hmm.
I know the way. That's fine. Let's see. They reach down into the pocket of their, like, cargo trousers that they have going on, pull out a small, kind of torn up notebook, and flick through. All right, well, You have people to cover the ropes, and if you can go ahead and handle yourselves, you know, in a fight,
Oh, yes.
if
Oh.
need be.
We can do that.
That
for
part
sure.
we can do.
We've
We
got
are
that
very
covered.
efficient at killing things.
Perfect. Wonderful. Just what I wanted to hear.
Now it has like 8 weapons on her back. Can you kill stuff? Most of this stuff I'm wearing, I killed.
Just because you have the stuff on the back doesn't mean you know how to use it.
Do you want to fight me?
You do not want to fight her.
Maybe one day. You look like you'd be a fun scrap.
I look at Dawn. Is she flirting with us?
Insight check.
Roll an
Insight
insight
check.
check.
16.
You've only just met this person. You have no idea whether it's friendliness or flirtation. They're tricky to read in this situation.
That one's just gonna squint at Goldie.
Mara would go, well, maybe if you were wearing rings, then everyone would know that you're taken. And just heads onto the ship.
Now he walks into the ship silently.
But we're all wearing rings, Dawn says out loud.
Mara's is hidden. She keeps hers not.
I can't
Visible.
just enough now he doesn't wear hers, and it is now with Lupa.
No, yes. Good. Dawn's already
me-
wearing a ring. It's visible. It's there.
Looks towards the people who have not yet stepped onto the ship. All right. Give me 15 minutes to go grab my stuff. I can make sure that you don't crash into an island or the continent or sink in the middle of the ocean. That's going to be 200 gold plus an extra 100 gold hazard pay, considering that we're going to the Demon's Tomb.
Now he's from the ship. Just send an invoice to the Queen alone.
I wasn't told that I was going to be brought onto this little escapade. And frankly, the amount of people that turn around and say, oh yeah, send a bill to this person, send a bill to that person. No, I'm not convinced.
Oh, okay, 1 second. We just got stuff from the Queen. Can I go get like a writ from the Queen, like out of my bag?
We have
I
money.
don't-
We have
from
money.
The Queen.
We have literally
I can't stress
15,000
enough.
gold.
No, he doesn't know that, nor does she have any money on her.
I think, like,
So you can do that while now he's trying to look in her bag for something to convince her
Yeah.
she knows the Queen.
now
Yeah.
can be scrambling through her bag. Dawn's just going to reach into the bag of holding and pull out 300 gold.
Perfect. Oh, I know you've got a little beastie there, my fabulous blue-haired friend. You're okay with animals, though, right? This is a general rule.
We love animals.
Perfect.
I
That's
can't
all.
talk to them yet.
Mara's
but
hair
I do
is
like
not
them.
blue, by the way. Mara's hair is brown.
Brown. For some reason, I remember the art being blue. It just came into my mind. The brown head.
No,
I
I
think
think,
Samara's wearing blue.
yeah, everyone
Yeah,
has...
she's wearing blue.
That's the one.
I think everyone has normal coloring-ish. We just...
Except Hiroki, maybe?
Well, Mara's eyes are now silver.
Okay, alright. I mean, that's why I said ish, because also
Ish.
Dawn is a cat.
Cat.
As this person walks away, now see, here's a birthday card. I know the Queen.
Darling, it's fine. I already paid her.
I know the Queen.
We have a lot of money. We can spare some gold.
We have money?
Yes, the queen. Were you not there when the queen gave us?
No, now he literally
Oh, that's
wasn't.
right. You literally were not.
Right. The queen has paid us for our past jobs.
Dallin's just gonna take Naomi's hand and like put it into the bag of holding inside the money pouch that is inside the bag of holding, and it's like a sea.
Money chest. It's not
just
up.
I know. I was gonna say it's just a fucking sea of coins, like you're elbow deep in coins.
Oh, I didn't have to take Mara.
Take Mara for what?
I'm going to look for the rooms.
Was this about the spell that she was teaching you?
We should ask them to bring a rope person. I don't want to do the ropes. I can, I just don't want to.
I thought you were really excited to do the ropes. What happened?
I can't do the ropes instantly, Duck.
But imagine ropes and a swimsuit.
In your head, not in front of everybody. And now he goes downstairs. Or wherever rooms might be on this boat. I start exploring the boat.
The vessel itself is, as I say, compact and small. There's only downstairs a section for everyone to sleep, an open plan like sleeping area, and a storage corner. There is one room on the ground, like deck, as the wheel rises. The small little like what would normally be like a captain's room. Is just a room that opens up into. It looks like a teenager with wanderlust's room. The entire section of like the walls and even sections of the ground themselves are completely papered and covered with drawings. They are drawings of places, they are drawings of creatures, they are drawings of individuals, they are drawings of all sorts of things that just litter the place. There are little like ropes and pictures that are hanging from the ceiling that are also small little images of just snippets of memories, it seems. There's a small square table in the center that has a few pieces of like navigations tools and maps and things.
Do any of the places or creatures look familiar?
Places probably not to you, but creatures definitely. You see the one that probably stands out to you is one that's off to the side and kind of the most pride of place, I guess, that it could be. An image of 5 individuals that has been illustrated, all seemingly watching a sunset together. The 3 suns slowly beginning to set across the horizon. There's this beautiful spread of blue flowers on a hill. You recognize 2 of the individuals. You see a much younger Kada, same green dragonborn, still very vivid in both coloration and dress, but the the facial features are much younger. And sitting next to them, with their head resting on the 3rd individual, is a far younger, sleepy, less stressed, I guess you could say, Elowen. Is resting with 3 other individuals. There is a masculine individual, human orc descent. Seems to Elowen has like their head on their shoulder. There is a feminine elf individual, and then the final individual is a Goliath. They all just seem to be together.
This is a nice room. I mean, now I would offer, like, if Mara wants a room with Shikari, like, that's, but otherwise it's all joint sleeping. Someone can get a private room, essentially. It's not going to Blondie,
It's not going to Blondie.
specifically.
Why? It's like, I don't need a private room.
But isn't she the one captaining the ship?
She was either mean or flirting with me, and I don't know which one it was, and that makes me frustrated.
Well, after we get underway, I would like everyone to meet me downstairs.
Okay. Also, I can. I will just do this now. Naoi just reaches into her pocket and takes some seaweed, and like spits it back up, and rubs it on her neck and casts water breathing on everybody.
All right.
Rosha's face.
Mara's like, what? What did you just do?
Oh, feel your neck, and you'll feel like little gills.
Are we going swimming?
It's just in case we're on a ship.
Do you do this whenever you get on a ship?
No.
No, this is new.
Oh, okay.
I learned it after I last ship. It seemed important because I was underwater for so long. It would have been helpful if I could breathe, and so now in case we need to go underwater, we can just breathe
How long does this
and
last?
swim better.
How long will this last? How long will I have gills?
Water breathing is 8 hours, 24 hours. I lied.
Okay.
You can breathe underwater until the spell ends.
How many of us did you cast it on?
All of us.
All of us.
All
It's
of
up to
us.
10. It's up to 10 willing creatures.
Oh, okay.
So I guess if you
Shikari
are
is not happy. Shikari's gonna take it, but he's like, what? Cats don't go in water. Oh. Riskin don't go in water. What is this?
It's just in case.
Just in case we fall overboard
Or someone attacks our ship.
in the next 24 hours.
No, I will do it again tomorrow. I will do it until we are safe. Or not on water.
Yeah, I guess we should find out how long it's going to take us to get there.
You
Seems
figure
wise.
that out. We will take the private room, only because I have potions that I want to make, and I don't want people messing it up. So I'll just keep it in one room. That makes sense, right?
Yes, you should. I get into a lot of things. It makes sense you have the private room.
I mean, you're going to be sharing the private room with me.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
How come?
Oh, yes, to help with the potions.
I mean, also yes, to help with the potions.
No, I got it. I saved
Okay.
it there at the end. I say out loud.
Thank you for really saving me from all the embarrassment. No, I really love and appreciate you.
You're welcome.
How long is it going to take us?
We T-pose on the boat till Blondie.
It's probably, I was gonna say, it's probably about now that you hear the sound of hoops on first stone and then wood behind you as Goldie arrives with a sack over one arm, this long metallic gold curved sword over one shoulder, riding this unicorn-esque creature. Not quite fully unicorn. There's sections of metallic scales across the side, a lot of kind of like gold filigree almost, kind of a mixture between a horse and a lizard in a way, that also steps onto the boat. And she jumps down, rolls her shoulders a bit, just kind of places the sword into a section of the wood gently, just enough for it to stand on its own, before dropping the bag down to the side. All right. So, any other business that we need to take care of before we go ahead and just go, or can I just get this ride started?
You can get started, but how long do you estimate the journey will take?
If we run into issues, probably 4 days, maybe 5, maybe a bit longer. Could be a couple of weeks. Really depends on the weather conditions more than anything. So I guess
Mara would turn to Jacaranda. Can you help with that?
I don't know if Jack can anymore because Jack changed stuff.
Jack changed things. Can I help?
Are you a weather?
Well, she went druidy, so I figure druidies have weather type powers.
Jack will create a small orb of fireflies in her hand. The will quickly lift and scatter and begin floating into the air and off into the skies above. It takes a moment before, as quickly as they disappeared, they reappear and fly back into her hand. This time, instead of the usual kind of purpley colors, there's a very stark dark blue. As she looks, well, it looks like it's going to rain, at least for a bit tomorrow, but I don't know for how long. Goldie will smile, nod. Okay, as long as it's not a proper storm, rain is fine. Let's just say a week. Let's just say that, and then if we get there sooner, fantastic. If we get there a bit later, it's not massively later. But this thing is pretty fast. If I push it, shouldn't be too long at all.
Okay.
Wonderful. Well, in that case, they break into a stride as they clutch onto a section of the rope, flip themselves up onto the rigging, and begin making the preparations for departure.
Blondie, did you bring your own food and such?
Goldie, and yes.
Oh.
I have plenty of supplies. Don't you worry about it.
No, I was just going to I was going to say we have some if you needed it, that's all.
Oh. Well, that's mighty appreciated.
Also,
Miss...
you can call me Nowie. If do you have a name besides Goldie? I am not good with colors, as you just witnessed.
Goldie will do for now. We'll see what happens.
Goldie. I say Goldie repeatedly, going into the private room to put my stuff down.
They chuckle to themselves, slide down the rope. Motley crew indeed. Not the worst crew I've ever traveled with, though.
What was your worst crew?
Now that is a story for the journey. For now, though, let's just make sure that everything's 100% ready to go. Does anyone get particularly seasick?
If people if we do, I have so many different tinctures or teas that can help with nausea.
Wonderful, because this thing can go pretty fast. So
Cut to Damon being seasick.
getting that scene of the animated Sinbad where they like latch on to a creature that speeds them up by a few days, but like
Yes.
just towards the end, even the hardy people are like
Yeah.
God, I love that movie.
I love that movie.
Excellent. Any final business before we set sail? Just want to make sure that everyone's 100% happy.
Long-term
Beautiful.
project
Mars
of making
business.
potions. Let's go.
Will happen after we set sail.
Okay. As we leave Vassalon itself, indeed, this ship is significantly faster than the ones you've been on previously. Not fast enough to cause any major discomfort, but definitely a noticeable change in speed. Dewan, if you can go ahead and roll me a medicine check, just to see how the next few days pan out for you.
I just had a d20. What did I do with it? 21.
Excellent. Cool.
That was a low roll.
Gotta love high level D&D. Cool. Yeah, you are able to make more than enough non-magical items over the journey. You know, salves, ointments, bandages, etc. You can also go ahead with the materials that you gathered, and a few of the ones that you got from the laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and make 4 regular potions of healing, 2 greater, 1 superior.
Do you want me to get rid of anything? Like, because I didn't note down things that I got from the basement because I figured I'd use it quick at some point. But I still have the pouch of dust of replenishment and the Rejuve smoothie.
You can hold on to those, that's
Okay.
fine. But for the sake of context, as it were, all of your simpler materials that you would have gathered would be used in the process. You would still have a few of the more complex ones, but they would take a more specific, like, I want to craft this potion, for example.
Okay.
Rather than just a general making healing stuff.
Yeah. Cool. Potion of healing.
That can be across the week. Mara, you said that there was something you wanted to touch on as we set sail.
Yes. So Mara would go beneath the ship. And she would contact Sanctuary and she would say, we're headed to the Devil's Tomb. Because we got information that there may be something going on there, since that is where this, who is the lieutenant of Arabathun, is being held, supposedly in a deep sleep. But the person who told us suggested that, you know, if Arabathun was trying to make it to this realm again, that they would be awakening their lieutenant for assistance, and we haven't heard anything from there, so we're going to go check it out. However, I think now is a good time for you to meet my family.
Do you feel like that is the necessary step to keep them safe? To keep yourself safe?
Yes, I feel that they need this information just in case I was to fall, then they could at least maybe reach out. If I am not there to protect them.
Then I harbor no concerns. I trust.
Come on down.
Allow me to quickly converse with Harmony, as you call them, to keep them apprised of the situation, and let me know when your family is gathered, and I shall join you swiftly.
Thank you. And she would send down the group chat, hey guys, could you come below decks?
Okay.
On my way.
I think I'm already below decks. I think I just popped my head out the door.
What's up?
You called?
Yes. So I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been gaining powers that are a little bit different than my bardic powers.
I mean, your eyes are silver now, so I figured something was going on.
Yes. So Harmony was able to raise one of their siblings, Sanctuary, who we've made an agreement, and he's been imbuing me with powers. So he's coming here to meet you all in case something happens to me and I'm not able to protect you. I wanted you to know about them.
Okay.
Thank you for trusting us.
That's what
And
friends
then
do.
she would
They
say,
trust one another.
well, I consider you guys my family.
We are sort of a family. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they will be here any moment. And she sends a message to Sanctuary. We're ready.
There's a sparkle that appears in the air before you, rising up, just in the general vicinity. Something beyond Hiroki's usual iridescence. There's a shift of the colorations as the wind almost takes on a prismatic hue, becomes visual in front of you. This small coalescent spiral, a little bit away from the room, towards one of the stray chairs off to the side, a figure begins to emerge. For some of you, you would recognize the general structure here, but for Hiroki, who I think is the first time that you've seen an Illumin, these creatures that have been mentioned, in history, they're known as the ones who stood before. The almost humanoid-esque reflection, as it were. They seem to have long strands where arms and legs should be, but they're approximating more than anything No real features, no real clothing, just this blob of iridescent, multicolored matter. But it attempts to look as much like one of you as it can. But there is just this very amorphous regality, almost. There's this presence in the room, this feeling. And as the Illumin, known as Sanctuary, takes form, a realization hits you, Hiroki. You've seen these creatures before. And as that memory crosses your mind, we're going to go ahead and end the episode there.
So good, so good. I love when strands and strings come together.
What? I got my
Excuse me?
elbows look so bony.
We're going to go ahead and do...
Sumimasen.
Sumimasen! Nani the fuck!
I want a hat that says that's so fucking bad.
And I had not planned this about Sanctuary, but I'm like, well, we're going to be on a boat and we may die because there's no magic there. So
let's go ahead and go quickly around the horn, give people a chance to plug what they want to plug, all of that good stuff before we head on out for the evening. Gonna go ahead and start with Akemi.
I'm Akemi. I played Hiroki, your magical magical girl hot boy warlock. I make games, play games, I do stuff. You can find me wherever I exist on the internet at Ninja Penguin AM.
Jesse.
Hello, I'm Jessie, who played our shifter cleric bookworm extraordinaire. And you can find me on the internet at Jahoos the Moose, where I post art sometimes. And I just do this. And I don't sleep. That's what I don't do.
Mood. a mood. Awesome.
What's up? My name is Awesome. Pronouns are he, they, she. I just got done playing Naui, your resident hot girl summer. That is her class, rank, and title. You can find me, Austin, on Twitter, TikTok, Hive, at Sailors Austin. It's at Sailor SCT Austin. I'm an award-winning game designer, writer, performer, and friend. And I also just burned my hand on my candle. Back to you, Ray.
Rochelle.
Hi, I'm Rochelle, Dragon Gem here on Twitch, the Dragon Gem on Twitter. You can catch me on my own channel on Sunday afternoons, most Sunday afternoons. Yesterday I didn't stream. I was so tired. I hate freaking time changes. But I stream lots of puzzle games. Proceeds from my channel are donated to local animal shelters in my area. So you should come by and donate. Yeah, and that's it.
Wonderful stuff. As always, support all of these wonderful people in all they do, and also support Ellis, So Much Geek, who unfortunately could not be here for this session, but I hope that they are resting up and having a wonderful evening. We very much missed our plant girl. We cannot wait to have them back.
Yes. That's why we kept trying to do her voice. She would pipe up and say this.
And it was wonderful. It was glorious. And I'm Ray. You can find me at Red Mage Ray on Twitter. You can usually find me here every Monday doing this with these wonderful people. You can also find me over on TTRPG on Saturdays, where I'm currently running a short Lancer campaign called Solstice. Other than that, I am perpetually exhausted and trying to either get things done that are still in NDA or attempting to rest and survive as a human being.
That's a whole mood.
Which I think is also relatable to a lot of people these days. Yeah. Other than that, Reservoir Dice is on a bit of a hiatus. Yep, hiatus at the moment as we take a moment to reset, restructure, and all that good stuff. However, Mind of the Martyr is going to be continuing as we play out whatever the heck is going on here. I got to land on 2 cliffhangers back to back, which I'm pretty happy about. Love the drama. Yeah, that's us. So, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my wonderful, marvelous cast here. Hydrate, medicate, wear a mask, all of that good stuff. Take care of yourselves, and we'll go ahead and see you next week. Keep moving forward and take care. Bye.